Hi everybody. So today we have a special guest. He is a master professor of sport and expert of physical readiness. His name is Ljubomir Bjelanovic. He spent over 15 years developing his expertise in all areas of fitness, such as kids programs, but also military special force programs where he's working now. He is training a special force in the military and elite sport preparations, small group and big groups with over 100 clients per session and over 20 different types of group fitness forms. So I have been working with his smaller groups, aerobic, so I can tell you that it's so enthusiastic, it's so positive, and every time it's different. And he makes funny jokes, and it's never boring on his exercises. The Les Miles body pump and body combat elite instructor, and he is national presenter and master of motivation. He uses encouragement, humor, and discipline to transform anyone's body and mind. Ljubomir's clientele includes movie stars, professional athletes, and ordinary people who want extraordinary bodies. Hello everybody. Today we have master professor of sport and expert of physical education and readiness, Mr. Ljubomir Bjelanovic. And we're going to talk today about stress and how to reduce stress with exercise. Okay, hello, how are you?
Good.
Thank you for coming for today's interview.
Yeah, pleasure is all mine to assist you and to give answers on these very important topics for everyone's health. So I hope it's going to be useful for our spectators.
Yeah, for sure it will be. Okay, so today we're going to talk about stress and how to reduce our daily stress that we have in our everyday life, that we have so many things to do, that we are running daily to finish everything like work, family, worrying about money, and we are on a daily basis we are exposed to constant stress, and from there our health starts to get worse and worse.
Yes.
And we have a few questions for Mr. Ljubomir Bjelanovic, like how to reduce our daily stress with exercise, and what is his recommendation, and what he can tell us, like what we can practice on a daily basis just to reduce stress, which can disturb our gut and our microflora and cause dysbiosis, from where all the health problems start. Okay, so what do you think about this? And
yeah, that's excellent, and I agree with you. The people lately, let's say, forgetting about themselves. They're putting health and their body and basically their lives on the last place, because everyone chasing money, like you said, and they don't think on long-term period. They just living day by day without any plans. So I hope that with today's discussion we will motivate people to change their approach and to start thinking and maybe start exercising and change some nutrition habits or sleeping habits. So basically the point is just to change small things, and then the big picture is going to be much better.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let's go with the questions. Our first question for today is what do you think, what is the best time to do exercise during the day?
Yes.
Morning, afternoon?
Okay. So about timing, there are many studies that shows different things. So there are advantage of workout in the morning and also afternoon. In the morning, advantage is generally that people will boost energy levels. It's proven in my work with clients, morning workout will give you more energy over day. So you will start day with increasing metabolism. You will increase your heart rate. You will innervate body better, and all day you will have this feeling that you have some extra push. You will not feel sleepy. So this is the advantage. But many people on the other side, they just cannot get up on time because of their schedules. Also in the morning, let's say our systems are a little bit sleepy and slower, so it's not recommendable without some proper warm-up and some good preparation to start immediately to work out with full intensity. So this is, let's say, bad thing of morning workout. It doesn't allow us to push 100%, and it's not recommendable because heart, after waking up, it's need to get on optimal level, let's say minimum 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Plus, let's calculate, maybe most of the people will have breakfast. We will reach this topic and question later. So basically, so I will say anytime it works for individual. It depends on their schedule, or maybe someone work overnight, so it's impossible to expect the people to work out like with full potential in the morning.
At least to work out wherever
they
can.
Exactly. So for example, a problem with afternoon workout can be again too much interval innervation, let's say neural innervation, and then they have problem to fall asleep. So high intensity trainings or strength trainings, big stress for body can cause this feeling of awakeness, and people will, let's say, went to bed around 10 and they could fall asleep until 1 or 2. That's common.
So how many hours you recommend before
going
to bed?
This is also individual. So many people will use before trainings these pre-workout supplements or late afternoon coffees. But this is again also discutable. Some people are reacting and responding with neural awakeness. Some people don't have problem with this. But let's say most of the people will have problem with afternoon late high intensity sessions, followed with some caffeine in supplements or coffee. So basically this is pros and cons, let's say, pros and cons. In the morning we have one story, afternoon. So if I can pick up, I will decide for morning.
Yeah, but the people who work in the morning, in the afternoon, what is the latest time they should do the workout?
There is no time limit.
Before bed, before going to bed.
There is no limit. Let's say some low intensity activity such as Pilates or some kind of stretching forms, or meditation also, Tai Chi, yoga. So there are many different type of programs that doesn't have this type of stress that will awake you. That will just relax you and make you feel better. So when we're speaking about physical activity, selection should be according to someone's essence. So no one individual is born just for one activity. For example, personally me, I was underestimate this type of programs because it was just, I was imagining, oh, this is so easy.
Like Pilates, yoga.
This is not for guys, this is just for, let's say, ladies. But when I start and when I felt benefits of these programs, it was amazing, honestly, for me. So I will recommend, let's say, low intensity programs afternoon, and let's say high intensity over day, or let's say controlled in the morning. If this is, let's say, from my experience, ideal scenario. But again, we going back, and each individual is different with their schedules, with their obligations, works, and everything.
Just exercise as much as whenever we can.
Exactly, and try to find put routine in your schedule according to your obligations.
And our type of exercise.
Exactly.
What we can do.
Yes.
Another question is, what about the food? Should we exercise before food, after food, or how long, how many hours before or after we eat?
Yes, this is very good question, because any goal that person want to achieve, either that would be Usually people working because of aesthetic changes, to be honest. But of course, they will slowly start feeling another side of effects, like we mentioned, stress release on the first place, and then this mental benefits of physical activity, psychological side. So people will feel unleashed. They will forget about their problems. They will feel more satisfied about themselves, more positive. Because this is natural. People now, modern days are like this. You're sitting in front of a computer, you're sitting in a car, then you're eating fast food, let's say, quickly. So everything is big stress. It's not normal for our body, this modern type of life. Why our fathers and grandfathers, they didn't have problem with obesity? Because the lifestyle was different. Food was more organic, mother, and let's say it was more homemade atmosphere. Mother were cooking soup every day and all this. So today, literally, that's gone. So people have to make decisions about this. About time for food, this is also a good question, because sometimes food can be like the rock in the stomach during the training. If you eat too late, blood will come in the stomach and you will feel weak. You will maybe start shaking. You know, probably every one of us experienced this feeling when you eat immediately and you, as a kid, start running. Then you start suddenly you feel like you're gonna fall down.
The energy is not in the muscle; it's in the stomach.
Exactly. So this is also individual. Some people can digest faster food. Some people depends again what you're eating. So let's start. Let's approximately, let's say 1 hour, 1.5 hours. 2 hours are very, for sure. Everyone will feel good. So 2 hours is definitely a good period. But individually, personally, me, I can eat and now train, no problem.
Okay.
But this is no. Many people can. So you need to, let's say, explore a little bit to see what kind of food react and how you react. So if you feel unpleasant on workout, if you feel, so stop. Next time, try to avoid this maybe food. So you will need some time to find out what is the best for you. The type of food also shouldn't be heavy food, so something light. The best thing what you can do is to plan and organize full day for nutrition. This is so don't leave to the case. If you are not planned, you will have big problem, because something will catch you up. If you are planned and you have let's say, if you go once per week in grocery and to buy some big amount of food, then you can make good plan for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is it's requirement, extra energy and extra, but it will pay off, and very soon you will get in routine with this. So this is one of advices for our spectators. Plan and don't leave the case to catch you up the time, because nobody will fight against this. Light, what is about nutrition? Okay, this is a little bit more specific and deeper topic, but let's say our body needs good nutrients for workout, especially water and minerals, because during training, of course, you will start sweating, and there is risk of dehydration, for kidney, for many different type of bad conditions, even cramps, if you have lack of minerals. So my highly recommendable meal would be some kind of, let's say, 2 glasses of water for sure, and you can have some maybe mineral supplement with breakfast. So breakfast should be light. That would be great if you have some source of proteins. For breakfast, usually most of the people eating eggs as a protein. Also some kind of fibers, let's say some veggies. It would be nice to have. Some kind of salad should be good. So cucumber, carrots, different. It's again linked to individual needs and individual
and
feelings. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and after you finish with exercise, how long can you eat right away, or
Okay.
what you should
Yes,
eat, what you
yes.
shouldn't eat?
So let's say before training we need also these nutrients like also carbohydrates, but lately many people are on some forms of nutrition, vegan,
they're avoiding.
keto diets, so many we are speaking now generally,
Yes.
so people who are eating everything before training should be they should have some kind of carbs. But again, everything is discutable. If you are on diet that you want to use fats as a fuel,
To burn
then
fat.
you should come literally without food and there are studies lately that shows that you will burn so many calories from the fat if you're eating at the end of, let's call, fasting period. So everything is discutable.
Really?
For me, if you ask me one word to pick up for everyone, it's balance. So find the balance, don't be extreme in any case, because at the end of the program and process, you will have some problems if you are extreme.
Yeah.
So many people are looking amazingly, people are admiring to them, and after 2-3 months you will hear he got cancer or something because of this extreme lifestyle.
Yes.
Extreme low % of body fats, extreme way of dieting, extreme dehydration to look so lean. So many factors that are not healthy, but bringing this admiring results, and people are ready to sacrifice health just to look good for one summer, and they will have problem for the next 5 to 10 years, even the worst case scenarios. So balance, don't go extreme, give your body during the day enough all nutrients, that means good carbohydrates, slow digestive, proper amount of proteins that will protect our cells and recovering, of course, fibers, minerals, vitamins, good fats, and etc.
So everything in moderation, not
exactly,
to exaggerate.
exactly.
Just.
Okay, in some periods it's fine. For, let's say, okay, we come back from vacation, we are a little bit, we put few pounds or kilograms, and then okay, you can go on some diet plan, but not for long period, just short.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have one question about how much exercise does one man or a female needs, let's say, on a weekly basis.
Okay, this is good also question, like all until now. I think this is also very individual and depends on next factors that I will list. So first is level of fitness, individual requirements. For example, someone who is very active, he needs everyday activity. That doesn't include, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean super heavy loads on strength training or something that need longer recovery. That means everyday activity. So that means even 20 minutes of pleasure walk with your dog, or play with your kids, or any activity that will make you feel good and that will move you from your couch. So
that's the most important
exactly,
thing.
exactly. So my advice is go in shopping, go walk around mall. That's also good. Find anything that works for you that will make you to accomplish at least this 5,000 steps per day or 10,000. What is the goal for one average individual? But for me personally, I'm very nervous, and I spoke with many of my clients, and if we don't have proper training, or let's say after 2-3 days, everyone around me and around them will notice that we are not satisfied, that we accumulate some negative energy.
Nervous,
yeah,
stress.
Probably you will notice this. So it's some kind of also need, so to unleash this energy to feel better about this. So it's very individual, but let's say 2 to 3 times per week some form of planned program, and try on another days to stay active. So that is linked from the to our first question, when we mentioned that each individual should find some activity that will work the best for them and make them feel good. So
because
some lady like to dance, some
Yeah.
lady like to use this. Yeah, exactly. Some aggressive. Some men like to stretch. Many men
Yoga.
like to attend yoga, and this
Yeah.
they feel good about it. So it's very individual, and don't turn around. Just focus on yourself. Explore a little bit. Try a few different programs, and find the best essence that work for you, and stick with that. So that's the
Yeah.
best. 2 to 3 times weekly. What do you like to work?
Yeah, and I want to mention one thing that the happiness hormone, serotonin, is
Yeah.
produced 80% in our gut. So when you do exercise, like he mentioned, that most of the people feel much happier. And also my son mentioned that to me one day, because he's 13 years old and he goes 2 times per week in basketball classes. And after he came one day and he told me, you know, mommy, I feel more happy when I come back from exercise. And I said, yeah, this is actually the result of the exercise. So if you want to be happy, not to be negative, to be positive in your life, just try to do at least 2-3 times per week any kind of exercise, what you prefer.
Yes. Also, if you feel today that you're full of stress, that you want
Nervous.
to argue, to fight with someone, try first to offload this energy in the gym or on running or in whole fitness sala, whatever. So try this method and you will be surprised how it works. You will come back totally unleashed with cool head, and then you can argue if you have to with your wife or boss or whatever.
You have a real reason to argue.
Yes.
Okay, so next question. Most people, after they come from work, they feel very tired from work and they have no energy to do anything.
Yes.
And it's same for me also. So what do you recommend to do when we feel like that? We don't want to go to gym, we are not in a mood to exercise or do anything. So what do you recommend? What we should do?
This is very challenging question because it's linked on 3, let's say, pillars of achieving success. First is physical activity. We tick in the box this topic. Second one is nutrition. So if you exercise properly but you don't have good nutrition, you will feel very tired, exhausted, and you will have negative effect of physical activity. So you need to work out by plan, but also you need to supply your body then with extra nutrition.
Yeah, good quality of food, organic.
Exactly. If you train, you're exhausting basically body, you're making damages and you're not recovering with nutrition, you will feel tired, your immune system will get down and you will get sick. You will feel like you don't have, like lack of motivation, and everything will stop there. So this is second pillar. We have physical activity, second pillar nutrition, and third one is rest. So many people will not have enough hours of sleep, which is crucial, and many people will have not enough hours between sessions, so they will get in overtraining stadium. This is very common. Like I mentioned, this is another opposite extreme level. So people will train every day, and they will expect some tremendous results, but they will not see them because body will make progress when you rest. So there is at least 1 day or 2 days between heavy trainings, and many people will accumulate this soreness, tiredness, and eventually they will not achieve the look they dreamed about, and they will start feeling depressed, they will start feeling nervous. So these are all signs of overtraining. So 1 pillar, 2, 3.
And how many hours? For
6
rest?
to 8 hours is optimal. More than that, you will find that many people will wake up with headache. Less than that, you will not be focused, you will be nervous, very aggressive, small things will piss you off, and of course your body will not respond on recovery. So you will not have muscle hypertrophy. You will put also fat. It's linked to hormones. Your level of cortisol will be higher if you don't sleep properly. And if you link 2-3, some people will link 2-3 weeks like this. Imagine what will happen with you. You will always feel exhausted. So you need to find, to reorganize these 3 pillars. Something is wrong with that. So if you start analyzing where you make mistakes. Do you sleep enough? 6 to 8 hours. Ask yourself. Second, is your intake of calories over the day? Many people will think, oh, I'm eating great, I'm eating clean food, but actually you're exhausting body.
Not enough nutrients.
Exactly.
Enough,
With these new approaches, with smoothies, with basically at the end of the day, they will not have enough nutrients, and that will cause also feeling of exhaustion, tiredness. Then, of course, physical activity, too much stress. They want to achieve some great level over 2-3 days. This is process, and you need to enjoy in that. So always I'm motivating people to start slow, to train smart, not to kill themselves and to expect some, like in movies, Karate Kid or Rocky Balboa or something. Those are movie stories. It's not going and working like that in real life. So it's a process. You need at least 2-3 months to achieve some level and then rebuild step by step. So this is why many people will feel exhausting. Even they want to work on them, but they make mistakes.
We need to cover.
So probably also for yourself, you need to analyze a little bit. I know that you work, your schedule is in shifts, so this is really, really hard because your metabolism cannot get used. You don't know when you don't know when you sleep, when you're awake. So this is very challenging for professions like yours.
It's so in order to lower the cortisol, I need to work on sleep more and also exercise to make my happiness hormone higher.
You find the question answer on this.
Nutrition, I'm good. I think
yes.
I'm good.
Also, daily intake of water. Many people will forget this. We forgot to mention such a crucial role of water intake. So roughly formula is 1 liter per 25 kilograms of body weight. This is the studies that shows, plus hot weather, plus physical activity. So you will never make mistake if you add 1 extra liter on this. So let's say average per person, lady 50 kilograms, guys 75, 80. 2 to 3 liters, it's optimal level. And it's not, believe me. If you remind yourself, even you can download now applications to remind you. Cheers. Drink water. So big percent of our body is in water. Many processes in body, detoxification, protection of heart attack, strokes, cramps. So many important roles of water in our body.
And water is also important to move the digestion system.
Exactly. And you want to have a better look. You want to better skin, bigger muscles. Everything is linked with water. You want to lose fat, drink water. Everything is in water. Water is on, and then selection of water. It's important. So if you drink dirty water,
full of chemicals.
Yes. Imagine the body like this. Our body need to be like a clear creek. And if you don't drink enough water, it's like muddy lake. It's literally like that. And one disgusting, let's say, data is that do you know where our body pulling from where water when we don't have enough? Where is the reserve of water?
Muscles?
We wish, partly, but I will have to tell you, but it's from colon. From colon, yes. And then when you are on toilet, you will notice that you have constipation and you have problem with this. So please drink water. It's such important.
For the
Yeah.
whole body and for
Whole
digestion
body.
primarily.
Yes. Start day with maybe glass of water after waking up. You can squeeze lemon, and that will be amazing to detoxicate body, to
Yeah.
for cleansing. Also, like we mentioned, you can use a little bit, 1 spoon of apple vinegar.
Yeah.
That will make big change of on the general health. You can test this, and after 2-3 weeks, you will notice big change. Yes.
That's a nice idea. Good idea. So we should try that. Okay. So next question about supplements. So what do you think? Do you use any supplements? What do you recommend for men, for women?
Yes, of course. Supplements should be used, and only in the case if you cannot organize your regular meals, that you can take all nutrients that your body requires. So it's again linked to individual requirements. If someone train a lot, if someone have more challenging schedules, need to skip meals or something, then supplements are more than positive. But many people will abuse supplements. That means they will eat full pile of many different tablets and sitting on couch and expecting miracles. That doesn't work like that. They will just have a sufficit. So even the best thing in the world, like vitamins and water, can be overtake. So you can have a hypervitaminosis that will make you feel exhausted, and so supplements only controlled, and if you can consult with some expert. Either that could be a nutritionist, your doctor, or some person who have let's say qualifications to give judgment about these things. So don't take on your own hand, and consult and analyze with someone who is expert in this field. He will recommend you what exactly you need for some kind of goal, what type of nutrients you're missing during the day, so that can replace, and periodically. You don't need definitely supplements every day. So only, even pre-workouts, if you're taking the regularly, then one day you forget, you will not have ability to train, because your body gets used on this, and without you cannot. So everything is discussable about this, controlled, and with consultation with some expert.
First need to be tested, which we have
exactly
less. So
many people will have side effects of this. So yes, many I know some young athletes, they used to take creatine, which is most studied, and many analyses are made on creatine, but not on long term. What happened in body after many years of consumption. So he had level of creatinine higher and had problem with kidneys, and he had to stop. You understand? So it's individual again. Maybe he didn't take enough amount of water. So the kidneys had the problem, and supplements are dangerous if you are not using properly. But if you're using it properly, of course, you will have many benefits of that.
Or maybe you recommend to change, to mix, not all the time the same, just...
Depends, honestly. You don't have to change if you have, if it's deficit in optimal level. You don't have to change, honestly. So, for example, one type of multi-mineral vitamins can be used all life. But if in the case you don't have enough veggies, enough fruits, and all the other things and source that we can take these nutrients.
Okay, that's for supplements.
Personally, I'm using. I will end on this question. So after waking up, but my really stress levels and my requirements in physical activities are so high and demanding. So I'm using with my breakfast, I'm using minerals, I'm using omega-3 diet pill, and usually if I don't have minerals, I will have vitamin C. So this is like my first thing in the morning. Of course, water. Then I will have later, before training, sometimes yes, sometimes no, pre-workouts that include some kind of caffeine or some plants that they're on this base, like green tea or something, even maybe coffee. Just it will give you a little bit awakeness and will boost also neural response. So you will have more focus, mental and more, let's say, this motivational element. Then there is some kind of this energy supplements like creatine I mentioned. But if you know yourself and you know you're testing and you're using water, then you will have just benefits from this. After workout and during workout, you can use some branch chain amino acids, BCAA it's called. What is the role of these amino acids? Basically, they are the smallest unit that building all cells in the body. So it will prevent muscle for using this basically amino acids from the muscles, and you will have better protection and build of muscle. Usually inside, beside BCAA, there are minerals, electrolytes that you're using with sweating. So you will avoid cramps, you will have better contractions, and of course supplements are very, very good if you're using on smart and controlled way. But if you're abusing and you don't know what you're doing, definitely they can harm you and that can cause many side effects. After training many people, it's unimaginable to finish without whey protein or some hydrolyzed or isoprotein. Before sleep, you can use slow digestive protein such as from the milk proteins. So there are matrix proteins mixed up. Casein, it's called, this slow digestive.
Casein,
so
it's in the milk.
One more time about supplements, please consult with doctors, consult with experts in this field, and you will not have problem.
But if they feel good change when they take proteins,
they will feel for sure.
If they feel good, then it's okay.
Then it's okay. But listen your body. Let's say listen to your body.
That's most important.
Nothing will change overnight. If you feel that something is wrong, please stop and then. But if you know that you have some medical problems with gut, like you said, with blood pressure, with sugar, please be careful about that and
consult your doctor.
But if you're average, normal, healthy people and mature above 18 years, no problem.
Good. Okay, so we have next question from your experience. So you have trained a lot of people, athletes, movie stars, singers, and military special forces. He's working now in that area. So what does people tell you? How they feel? What kind of changes they feel after their training for a long period, and stress levels, stamina, energy, changes in their health maybe?
Of course. Of course, everything is positive. Positive. Really? Yes. For example, soldiers, at this moment I will take them as an example. They will, when they come to our camp, we will make initial tests, physical, also mental tests, and we will do small screening of body. We will check spines, circumductions, weights, body weight,
fat composition,
body mass index, composition, everything, one basic analyze, and then we will start and put them in process of planned training. After, let's say, a month, they will have control measurements. And this process, our course is lasting 3 months to 4 months, and we have significant improvements in all aspects. They, for example, from the obesity levels, from red zones, they coming in green zones, so decreasing, basically we are saving lives for them. And the best thing that they will learn now and expire this, they will experience these positive benefits of physical activity and this lifestyle. When they have proper sleep, when they have training in the morning, when they have proper nutrition, and when they feel that their body is really under their control.
Did somebody tell you something?
Yes, they are so grateful, and usually after that they will approach to me, and many of them will even ask to continue with cooperation, either with some consulting, online training, or either with personal training. So really positive, only positive vibes and feedbacks from them. On another side, individuals like regular people, not army, but I think army is the best marker and model, because we have studies, we have full lists and diagrams how the bodies are changed. They are also regular people that they just have to serve this to finish this service. I had some cases when young people are coming with big problems with spine. Parents will bring me kids, and they're literally prognosis are they have to go on surgery. Yes, and also we start moving, doing this physiotherapist specific workout exercises, and literally they will stop with progress and he will get in normal, because if they are young, if they're in some stadiums that there is no turn back. So if they come and contact us on time, of course we will help them, and they are very grateful, and really imagine to save your kid from the surgery.
Of course,
What can be better than this? And also we are feeling proud and satisfied after we help someone like on this way. Next thing, let's say I had cases when the guy coming with blood pressure 160 with 120, all red, bloated, with 120 kilograms. On height, let's say he is 170 centimeters tall and 120 kilograms. Imagine that. So body mass index is about to explode. After 6 months of discipline, of talking, so slowly introduction, adaptation periods and all this, you can check on Instagram and you will see amazing, tremendous transformations. They are real people, and this guy is returned in normal, healthy stadium. 120 with 80, perfect blood pressure, 80 kilograms.
After how long is that?
6 months.
6 months.
6 months. He was in extreme, but we start slowly, and the best thing is that he will never allow himself to go back on this wrong path.
So he has completely mind switch.
Completely, and you don't understand how big satisfaction is to see these people
being happy
yes,
again.
Exactly. So
with their life.
I think.
So we came to the end, and I want the last question to ask you. So what is your recommendation for our general audience for regarding the exercise, stress and lifestyle? What do you want to tell?
Yes, let's make one small retrospective of all this. So basically start moving yourself, push yourself. At the beginning is the hardest, like in everything. Everything starting with first step, small steps, and then set the big goal. Visualize yourself, visualize your lifestyle. You can change everything. It's just one decision away. So ask for help, ask for people who will inspire you, who will motivate you to start, who will be there for you. Personally, me, I'm so pleased and happy that I'm in this work. So I'm working the thing that I'm enjoying. So I said I'm one of the lucky persons that I haven't done 1 hour of work. So this is my pleasure, and these feedbacks, and yes, I'm giving myself. I have to listen people's problems, but also they will in return give me many positive things, and with most of my clients I become really good and close friend. So because just ask yourself how many times per week you will see with your best friend. Once, maybe on a weekend, or
Maybe less.
but with your trainer or your coach you will have to match at least 2-3 times. So we become really close. When I say telling I mean people who are experts in this field. We are there to motivate you, to understand you, and to give you the shortcuts to reach your goals. So start slow. The best advice is invest in yourself, invest in your health, invest in coach, and it will save you money at the end, at least for the first 2-3 months.
Save your
Take
money
some expert, because he will teach you how to do exercises properly, and correct with good technique, how to make progression slowly. He will probably give you good advices about nutrition, about all linked topics, and that's the best advice. For the people who are very busy, there is no excuses that you cannot find 20 minutes per day just to make some physical activity. You can wake up always 20 minutes before you usually are waking up, and then that will make big change. Just try this. Also, we have one program. I recently worked on one big project exactly to help this type of people, that they are really busy. They have kids, maybe young, they don't have just conditions and maybe some time or money to find, let's say, a coach and go to gyms. This is also expensive, of course. Let's speak realistically. But people, please understand, it's all about priorities. Please, if you analyze how much money you will invest in cigarettes, in fast foods, in anything,
medicine
that may
at the end,
exactly, in medicine, how much money you will lose on your let's say sick leaves. So everything is calculated, and please understand that your kids and yourself need health, your top energy, the best version of yourself. How are you going to achieve that? By working on yourself, planning healthy lifestyle, and surround yourself with positive people, and your life will be positive, and you will achieve any goal. Just one interesting story for the end, to link to previous question. I had one lady. She was very disappointed with life. She had almost suicide thoughts. Honestly, we were speaking.
Suicide.
Yes, and she was very obese, low self-confidence, self-image was below 0. And I started working with this girl. Slowly, she started changing herself. Small habits, step by step. One small habit per week. Let's say.
Like what
habit? Like we said, start drinking water, start sleeping, start taking your diary for nutrition, start training, increase, let's say, find time for yourself, for your quietness, read books, meditate, many different things. She started slowly. She joined one of my group programs, and after 3 months, I think 3 to 4 months, she lost like tremendous amount of kilograms, 20 kgs down, and she was all positive. And one day she come to me and brought a big chocolate, like 300 grams, and she said, I cannot find the words to say thank you, because
that's very nice.
Something happened to me that never happened before. I said, what? Tell me. And she said, first time in my life, the guy approached to me and invited me for coffee.
For a date.
Yes, for a date. So she was so
happy,
yes. Everything starts with small changes. And in the end, now, thank God they get married, they have
Really?
2, 3, I don't know how many beautiful kids.
You must have been the godfather.
I wasn't, but I feel proud about this story.
Yeah, happy.
So who knows how many lives we change like this on positive ways. So please don't be afraid to ask, and people are more than will to help you.
Yeah, and the last, where can people find you, on which to follow you, to ask you some questions, some links? I will put them down.
Okay, no problem. You can contact me on my Instagram page, and also we have our application. It's called 24 Alive Fitness. You will find this workout 20 minutes per day, and it's very useful. But also, beside my programs, I don't want to make like commercial. I just want to motivate people to work on themselves. They can find on YouTube also very nice programs for free, which will work for them and help them to start.
Yeah,
so please.
Yeah, not everybody has a gym in their house, in the building.
Exactly. This is like concept workout anywhere with no equipment. You literally you can use 2 square meters, and you need your body weight. You will start slowly. You will see. I create personally this program for all levels of fitness. So someone who was sedentary for past 20 years can join this program, but also elite fitness levels can find very beneficial and effective these programs, because you will find that there are one presenter who is showing very low option and one presenter who is giving regular option, and I will demonstrate, let's say, advanced level.
You're only for the advanced.
Yeah, I will jump in periodically.
Okay.
So thank you for this.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was a big pleasure for me. So
we learned so many things today.
Yeah, and I hope we with this conversation we motivate at least few people to change their mind,
we will.
or just to improve some mistakes they're making every day.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming, and
welcome.
Hope to see you maybe next time again for some other topics. Okay. So if anybody has any questions and they want to reach Mr. Ljuba, I will put the links below. And nice being with you today. So see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.